Hi guys, how are you doing? It's kind of cold in here. Anyways, how are you doing? We're doing Leo really quickly. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this. A little bit stressed. I'm a little bit stressed out right now. Things are a little bit stressful. So let's do this. We're at Leo. Things are a little bit stressful right now for me. I don't know if I told you guys this. I got suspended from work on Sunday just for like 24 hours, but I'm not going to get a paycheck this week, but I still have all the money from last week. They just I missed the day of the payout. So that's really stressful considering I still have last month's rent. I have all the money for it. I have to get it paid or I have to leave here by the 9th. I'm going to have enough time, hardly enough time to do it, but now I have the rent again is due on the 1st, so then now it's what was a $1,500 bill, which I was already stressing the fuck out about. I turned into a $3,000 bill, so it's really great. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go to work today. Just fuck my life, dude. The 8 of Swords. Eight of Swords. Jupiter and Gemini. It's like the well is running low, right? We're on Leo, but this is Jupiter and Gemini. There could definitely be something coming out about travel. Okay, there could be something coming out about travel. There could be something coming out also about responsibilities. We have the Magician in the 2nd house. You have everything you need in order to be successful, so don't freak out about anything, right? Just allow yourself to get into the energy of where you need to go, right? You're not trapped here. You have everything you need to get yourself out of the situation that you're in. It's just going to take you concentrating, focusing, and executing things correctly. No slacking off, no you might need to open yourself up to new relationships, new friendships, new people to... Okay, there could also be something coming out here about a lack of protection. Feeling a lack of protection. Fourth house, please. The Hothead. King of Wands. Okay. Fifth house. Things are looking good. Things will find a way to stabilize themselves if you've been feeling a sense of instability. We have Sun in Scorpio in retrograde or reverse, so it could also mean Sun in Taurus. Hothead, that's the end of Cancer and the beginning of Leo. We also have the Four of Wands with Venus in Aries. Mars in Scorpio. Definitely a little bit frustrated when it comes to your work, Leo. A little bit frustrated, a little bit annoyed. Not necessarily annoyed, but you're definitely a little bit frustrated when it comes to your work. Okay, you could be feeling like there are some relationships at your work or some avenues in your work that have kind of taken a hit or taken a plunge a little bit, taken a... Dropping the burdens. People in your life, relationships in your life, Leo. They're dropping the burdens. They're no longer wanting to be burdened by something, okay? They're finding a more efficient way of doing something. 8th house, we have the 9 of Cups. 9th house, we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You're pretty comfortable right now, Leo, making long-term investments. Long-term investments is a good idea for you right now. You have the ability to sit and wait. The Emperor in reversed for your, what is that? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Emperor reversed, Star reversed for the 11th. And last card, the 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We have 8 of Swords in the first house. So how you're feeling about yourself, you could be feeling kind of trapped, set in a prison of your own making in regards to your mind. There could be a sense of, what does the 6 of Cups reverse mean again? I forgot. Something new, the opposite of nostalgia. Can't remember. Signifies need to let go of the past, move forward, and find independence. Move on from past relationships or clinging to outdated beliefs and hurts. Might be feeling like you're having an inability to move on, or you're neglecting the present situation. We also have the 6 of Pentacles reversed, but that's coming out in your 9th house. An imbalance in giving and receiving, often pointing to an unequal power dynamics, strings attached, gifts or exploitation. Abuse of generosity. Maybe that's somehow you're feeling like people in your life have been doing that. Possibly like playing power games, or situations where, I don't know, my arms look so big. I'm just feeling so weird right now. Oh my god. I don't know. My eyeballs hurting. Everything just feels icky right now. Alright. Oh, I always get this way when I don't go to work. It's like, I'm not saying I'm dependent on like the validation that my work gives me, but it really sometimes, like after I haven't gone to work for a few days, I can really feel it in regards to like my self-esteem. I don't know if I rely on the external validation from people, but when things start to get really bad and people start to really hurt, I don't know, it's like my own negative self-talk can really get the best of me. But once I go to work and I get this external validation from people, it like I start to feel better. I start to feel more secure and stable. So there could be something about needing to get into a place or get into a situation where you're receiving some sort of positive accolades from people, right? You're receiving positive feedback, receiving a sort of positive reinforcement. And if you're in a situation where either you're taking too much, I almost want to say you're taking too much, Leo. I don't really feel like you're giving too much. I feel like you're taking too much. I don't feel like you're giving too much. I feel like you're taking too much. Or maybe there's something about an inability to get over. I don't know. What are you taking too much of? You have Strength. The Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. In sidereal astrology, I am an Aquarius rising. Like the very beginning of Pisces rising. I don't really see a lot of pentacles here. Definitely kind of like there's something about money, or there's something about like, there's definitely something coming out here about money, okay? Do we have anything to clarify? What is a Star in reverse? So the 11th house can talk about like, maybe you feel like the people around you, Leo, are really kind of like being stingy with you, or they really feel like you're just like, you're really holding back from them. Like you're trying to give them a whole bunch of stuff, but you feel like you're not really getting what you paid for in return, or what you're trying to pay for, or like what you're, I don't know. There's definitely some sort of blockage there. You could be feeling kind of tyrannical a little bit about, like the Emperor reverse can be tyrannical. The Emperor reverse is also protected, like well protected, right? He has armor. So it's like you could be putting other people at risk. You're putting other people at risk while, or you're like putting like a less important person, or it's like somebody that might be able to do the job kind of like you, but not necessarily exactly like you. You're kind of like putting them out on the front line while kind of staying back, and kind of a power dynamic there. Getting other people to do the work for you. Right? Something like that. So you don't have to do it yourself, or you're something about your 11th house for humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, and do it for the future. You could be losing hope in humanity, or like you're really having a difficult time seeing the positivity in humanity. The Star is in reverse. The flow of inspiration, Selena in Pisces. Pay attention to your investments. So if you get like any, like if you see any like cool things to invest in, Leo, especially things that give you a sense of inspiration, or give you a sense of something you feel interested in talking about, something you feel interested in promoting, but might take a little bit of time, definitely invest in it, because it shows here that you're pretty, you're okay with waiting. Like you can wait. You can wait and see how things play out. We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your 5th house. 5th house, you pulled the 4 of Wands, which is like stable, your ability to come and go as you please, not feeling like you're stuck or trapped in one way of acting or one way of being. Like you have the freedom to kind of do as you will, to do as you please, to come and go as you please. Somebody's not grilling you or not hounding you. They might not. Now, if you're in a relationship with someone, or if like you're casually dating someone, and they are making it seem as though they're totally fine with you kind of coming and going and doing as you please, there could be an underlying sense of sadness that they're not necessarily being 100% honest with you about. Like they don't want to tie you down. They don't want to make you feel trapped with them, because that's kind of how it's coming across as you feeling. We have freedom here with Uranus. This card is sticking out to me, but we'll go to the next one and see if it comes out naturally. What is this? What is this? The freedom to be yourself. Sun in Scorpio. We have that in reversed in the 3rd house. So there could be something about like your friends, or something about a relationship where you don't necessarily feel like you can be yourself, or there's like animosity around your art, or maybe somebody said something rude about your art, or what you create, or what you do to express yourself. Somebody could have said something that hurt your feelings. It doesn't necessarily make you feel super comfortable or confident creating around them. Or it's like somebody doesn't necessarily, Pluto came out, somebody doesn't necessarily have faith in you, in what you do, or somebody, I don't know. Somebody could have said something really rude to you, and it's like it kind of always stuck with you, especially if they said it like out of anger. Saturn, Pluto, Gemini. Okay, so Saturn and Pluto, that's pretty intense. That's in the 10th house for you. Wait, 9th house? 9th house. What was that? We have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. There could definitely be something about, I don't want to say stinginess. Something about that, though. Definitely, that's like pretty powerful energy, though. Right? The 9th house, as if it came from all there is. The philosophies and laws involved, and do it in a big way. Alright, I don't know what else to say. I think that's all I got. Get some note card things or whatever. That's my reading for you. Try and be realistic about things. Be concerned about. You must wait before you can. So there's an element of time here. Doesn't need to do with someone that's slightly tyrannical. With that Emperor card. We have Allure. You're very like, your aura is very magnetic. You stand out in a crowd. You're very romantic. You're very beautiful. You're very sensual. You're very loving. Or you have the capacity to love really hard, or to love really, love with a lot of fullness. You make people want to be in love. You make people want to be in love, I guess. I don't really know what it actually means. That's kind of what I'm picking up. Like, yeah. You know how to love, or you know what it's like to be in love. You're very generous in love. You're very romantic. Remorse. You could be asking for forgiveness for from something or for something. You could be feeling sorry about something, asking for some sort of forgiveness, like really hoping to find a scapegoat or find a situation where you're able to get out of whatever situation you're in. There could, yeah, that's what I got. We have a suffocator. They will fall in love before you are even half aware of their existence. They suffer with a deep inner void that cannot be filled. Never involve yourself with a suffocator. They are near impossible to free yourself from without trauma. When you pull back, they smother you with guilt. Love takes time to develop. The suffocator. I'm kind of like that a little bit. I definitely fall in love really quickly. I also fall out of love really quickly, though. Like, I can fall in love with someone just as quick as I can fall out of love with someone. But then there's also a point when it's like, I miss the way you say my name, the way you bend, the way you break. Your makeup running down your face. The way you fuck, the way you taste. We have protection, but we also have corruption. But protection came out. We have lightning bolt. We have fall for me, sleep token. My insecurities surround me like lions in a den, and I feel like I'm losing touch with what I am again. Slowly I remember why I cannot pretend that I never think of you in all this screaming silence. Withdrawing from sex in a committed relationship. We have introvert, 2 more. We have wild sex, and then we have chitra, nakshatra. The power to accumulate merit, inverting wonderful new creations. We also have look at yourselves. You don't understand what it's like for me. Not every suitor or admirer is worthy of my attention. All right, that's your reading. Thank you so much, Leo. Hope you had a great day, and I will talk to you another time.